Hello students, in the previous video we have seen the periods in the modern periodic table, and now we will look into the groups in the modern periodic table. Come, let's understand. Groups in the modern periodic table. What are groups? As we know, groups are vertical columns in the modern periodic table, and there are 18 vertical columns in the modern periodic table. They are numbered using the Hindu-Arabic numeral, yes, from number 1 to 18. The old system of naming uses Roman numbers 1 to 7 split into A and B, and also Roman number 8 and also the 0, that is a Hindu-Arabic number. Now you see the old system 1A, which is 1. In the new system we have 1 to 18 sequentially, the Indian numbers. And here the old system has 1A, Roman number 1A, 2A, 3A, B. After that this 3B comes here, and up to this there is 3B. See this. These are the transition metals, or the we can say the D block elements which are present here. Now these are ignored for our studies in class 10. So after 2 we jump to 13, we go here. So this is a sequence of numbers. We need to know both the systems, and in class 10 the question is based on the new system. So please practice the new system, how it is arranged. Okay, so let's move into the next part of this. The group number that we study in class 10, that is 1, 2, and then comes 13. I said 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So the in between, the groups in between are ignored. So this is the modern periodic table. After 1 and 2 we go to 13 here. The elements in between, these elements we are not studying in class 10. Okay, so we see this. The elements are placed here with their electronic configuration and atomic number. So you can see hydrogen, then helium goes here, so noble gas under 18, lithium, beryllium, boron. The complete arrangement is here. We are going to understand this, some features in the modern periodic table down a group. So down a group means we are talking about top to bottom. Top to bottom in the modern periodic table. So what happens from top to bottom in the modern periodic table? That's what we will see here. Okay, top to bottom. Right. The number of valence electrons remains the same. What is the number of valence electrons here? Now you check these elements in the top to bottom. This hydrogen has 1 valence electron configuration. This has 2, 1 means valence electron 1. 2, 8, 1 means valence electron 1. So group number 1 will have only 1 valence electron. The number of valence electron is related to the group number. Yes, the digits in the units place in the group number is same as the number of the valence electron. So here in the units place 2, 1, this is 1. This is 1, this is also 1, that means it is group 1. In other words, all elements in group 1 will have 1 valence electron. Same way, group 2 has 2 valence electrons. All elements have 2 valence electron. Group 13 means the ones place, the units place is 3, so they will all have 3 valence electrons. See, 2, 8, 3 and 2, 3. And 14, the units place is 4, so 2, 4, 2, 8, 4. So the valence electrons are 4. Group 15, all of them will have 5 valence electrons. Group 16 will have 6 valence electrons. 17 will have 7 valence electrons. 18 will have 8 valence electrons. Thus one exception is the helium, which has a duplet configuration. It does not have 2 orbits, only 1 orbit. The maximum possible is 2 electrons. So it has 2. The rest have 8 valence electrons. Right? Now the valence electrons, valence remains same. Valence, or the old term is valency, remains the same. All of them will have, all elements in group 1, valency is plus 1. All in here is plus 2, and this has 3. All in 14 have 4, and we have seen this under periods also. Under 15 the valency is 3, and 16 valency is 2, 17 it is 1, and 18 it is 0. So this is a valency of that. So the valency remains the same. All elements in the particular group will have same valency. Valency, or the new term valence. Okay. number of orbits increases by 1. As you move down, the first one has 1 orbit, second has 2 orbits, then 3 orbits. So period 3, period 4, 5, 6, as you go down. When you reach the 7th period, there will be 7 orbits. The number of orbits increases as you go down. So top to bottom, number of orbits in 2 orbits here, 3 orbits. 2 orbits, why? Because it is in the 2nd period. So 2 orbits, 3 orbits. It goes on increasing. Number of orbits increases by 1. And then metallic character increases and non-metallic character decreases. As you go down, the metallic character is beryllium is a light metal, whereas magnesium is a strong metal. Metallic character is lithium, sodium. Sodium is a stronger metal. So as you go down, metallic character increases and non-metallic character decreases. This is about the groups. Down a group, that is what we see. Now let's take one by one each group. The group 1 is a very special group which is known as the alkali metals. Elements of group 1, because they react with water to form strongly alkaline solutions. So very strong alkalis are formed when these elements react with water. Now hydrogen is also placed in this group, but it is not a metal and it is not an alkali metal, therefore it is a non-metal. Now there is, just because of the similarity of electronic configuration, hydrogen is placed here. So alkali metals, when you talk about, hydrogen does not form a part of it. We start from lithium. Atomic number 3, configuration 2, 1, valence is 1. See, all of them have valence 1 because they belong to the same group. The valence electron is also same in all of them. See the electronic configuration as you go down. So this is group 1. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. In class 10, they will ask only the first 3, lithium, sodium and potassium. The other elements you will study in 11th class. So you have the details here, the elements, electronic configuration. Now remember this, the outermost orbit will have 1 electron in all of them, and valency is also 1 in all of them. Okay. Now since they have 1 electron in the valence shell, they can easily lose 1 electron, can lose valence electron easily. Hence they are strong reducing agent. Because they lose electron, they form strong reducing agent, means they will put their electron on other substances. The other substances gain electron and they get reduced, so that is reducing agent. They are highly reactive and electropositive. Electropositive means tendency to lose electrons. They have the tendency to lose electron. They are also good conductor of electricity and can be cut with a knife. They are stored in oil in order to prevent reaction with air, because they are highly reactive. They are stored in oil, kerosene usually, to keep them unreactive, because they react with oxygen of air, they react with water, so they should be kept away from them. Now if you talk about the next group, group 2 elements. Group 2 elements, they are known as alkaline earth metals. They also react with water to form alkalis, but the thing is, the strength of the alkalis are slightly less compared to the group 1 metals. So they are alkaline earth metals. They are light metals. They have 2 valence electrons and the valence is 2, and they have similar reactions and properties like alkali metals with comparatively less strength. So the first one is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. So we have these elements. The atomic numbers are given 4, 12, 20, 38, 56 and 88. The configuration 2, 2. See, all of them end with 2 valence electrons. That is group 2. Group 2 means all have 2 valence electrons. All alkali metals have 2 valence electrons, and you will be studying only the first 3 in class 10, and the valence is also 2 in each of them. So because there is same number of valence electron, valence is also same. This is called alkaline earth metals. Now let us take group 17, because these are specially mentioned in class 10. Elements of group 17 are known as halogens. What is the meaning of halogens? Because they are found as salts from nature. They are available. They are highly reactive. They are obtained as salts of various metals. So halogen means salt former or salt producer. Halo means salt and gen means producer or former. So it is halogens. Okay. They have 7 electrons in their valence shell. This is important thing to note. 7 electrons. They are 1 electron short of octet. If they get just 1 electron, they can become stable. So they are highly hungry for electrons. They hunt for electrons. They just need 1 electron. See them: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. Now astatine here is radioactive. it is a radioactive element, so it is not stable, whereas the others are very stable. So fluorine, the formula is F2 because they exist as diatomic molecules, because they are highly reactive nonmetals. Nonmetals are usually not monoatomic, so they are diatomic. Two atoms stay together. The formula is F2Cl2 Br2 and I2, and atomic number 9, 17, 35 and 53. So configuration you can see. Valence shell has 7 electrons in each of them. Group 17, the unit place is 7, that is the same number of valence electrons here, and the valency is 1 because they will just share or gain 1 electron to reach octet. Valency 1 in all of them. Highly reactive nonmetals. Please note this point. Strong oxidizing agents, highly reactive nonmetals. Okay, why are they highly reactive? Because they can accept 1 electron, and highly electronegative because they are just short of 1 electron to reach octet. That is about halogens. The next group we have is the last group, that is group 18. Group 18, the elements are known as noble gases, otherwise also known as inert gases or rare gases. Noble gases because they have complete outer shell, complete valence shell, cannot be pushed into any reaction. They don't react. They are stable and quiet nobles. Then they are also called inert gases because they are inactive and cannot form compounds. They are called rare gases due to their rare occurrence in nature. They are found in very small quantities, very rare. They are monoatomic. Each molecule will have only one atom and have valency 0. The valence or valency is 0. The names, please, you must learn all the names: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. The symbols: helium, He, Ne, Ar, Kr, Xe and Rn. Atomic numbers and the electronic complement. 2, it is 2. Only one orbit with 2 electrons. 10, 2 electrons in the first and 8 electrons in the second. 18, 2, 8, 8. Yes, 36, 2, 8, 18 and 8. So you find 8 electrons in all of them in the valence shell. Since they have 8, except the first one, helium, this is also stable. 2 means it is duplet. Stable configuration. 8 means they are all octet. They are also stable. So valence is 0. All of them have 0 valence because they don't react. Okay. Now, this is about the modern periodic table. You have seen the numbering, you have seen the change in the properties across the down a group, and then we have seen how various groups are named. We have seen this, no? The number of valence electrons remains same, number of valence electrons is related to the group number, how it is related to valency, and how metallic and non-metallic character changes. Then we have seen alkali metals in group 1 and their properties, alkaline earth metals in group 2 and their properties. Then we have seen the halogens in group 17 and their properties. Then we have seen the noble gases in group 18 and their properties. So this is about groups in the modern periodic table. So students, I think you understood this. So please write your questions in comment and like this channel and subscribe. That's all. Thank you.